Ready?
Me. Okay.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody.
My mic came off.
We're starting
we got a
off
classy operation.
good. Oh, boy.
Escape room reviews with Jeff and Tanner.
Reviewing escape rooms. What are we talking about today?
Today,
We got a we got a
Really
good
good
one
one.
for you today.
today actually is a little different too because we went back to the basement. Now we already reviewed the boiler room, which is at the basement, but we actually did not do this room together at the same time.
No, I did this years ago.
Yeah.
This was actually the first escape room that I ever did.
That's right.
This is where my escape room cherry was popped.
Yes.
And it was surprisingly a clean pop.
And I did this last week because I figured,
He's a late bloomer.
after doing the boiler room, I really wanted to do this room and give
Jeff
it a
and
try.
I have this like friendly competitive aspect to our relationship, and it is a relationship for all of you who have been commenting, where he's always like 2 steps behind and kind of he's always failing miserably while I'm just keep moving up.
Just skyrocketing to
But
the
you
top.
keep trying.
I keep trying.
I'm failing. So the basement, which we've talked about before,
Yeah.
with the now defunct boiler room,
Yeah.
is in Sylmar.
Selmar, yep.
The smoked out cinder that is Sylmar.
Next to the adult superstore.
Don't ask to use the bathroom. I think
there is a sign
they called
that
us and
says-
they're like no to the bathroom. One of you made a
right.
huge mess in there.
Yeah, I wonder which one.
What? I'm not incontinent yet. Give me a week.
But this room, for me anyway, was $30.
I don't remember how much it cost me.
yeah.
It cost me a lot emotionally.
I'm sure.
It's a good price because you have to travel a little bit, but it's worth it. I feel like the basement is sort of the first. It's the first one I ever heard of. And
Right.
I think it's been around a while.
It's
I think
been
a
around
lot
as-
of people know the basement
Right.
before
It's,
they.
it's been around, I think, the longest, at least of
Yeah.
the ones around here that
They
we've
have
done.
they have like locations I think in Las Vegas and New York.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are a franchise.
Yeah.
Like Sizzler.
The theme of this room is it's a basement.
Yeah, just common basement. There's some boxes and
There's a bed,
there's a bed.
a closet,
Yeah,
and a computer.
that's it.
And
That's it. Thanks for joining us. No, it is a serial killer basement.
Yeah, it's a serial killer
So
basement.
you can imagine that there is more than wood paneling down there.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean,
but it
there's
was-
like bodies and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I
got it. I got it. But the design of that room, like, it was very good.
I mean, a basement, a dirty serial killer's
Right.
basement is sort of an easy.
Right. I mean,
but hey,
but
it still
it
works.
was exactly what you expect it to be.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been, how many
Yeah.
times have you been in a serial killer's basement? So
Well,
it's
yeah,
like we can all
exactly.
draw one from memory, and this is pretty much how I remember it.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, spoiler, there are people in there. Everybody's always
Yeah.
asking, are there people? Will I
Yes.
be scared? There are people
There
in
are
there.
people
They
in
will
this room.
touch you. It will not be, your consent is already given.
Yep.
So,
Someone will have to stick their hand into some gross stuff at one point.
well, I mean, we're talking about the room, not what happened beforehand.
Oh, right.
So that's why we can't use the bathroom at the adult superstore.
All right, so the story, which we kind of touched on with the boiler room, is that the basement, they
Edward
have three.
Tandy is
It's
his
Edward
name.
Tanner. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have 3 rooms, and the stories all connect.
But the basement is part 1.
But the basement is part 1. So you have been kidnapped by Edward Tandy, is that what- something like that.
It's something like that.
And basically, he has locked you in his basement, and he says, you have 45 minutes.
You
This
can only
movie,
get
this room is
45
actually only
minutes.
45 minutes.
And man, it is a
It is,
fast 45
yeah.
minutes.
And
Oh man.
And when when the 45 minutes is up, he's going to release a gas that will knock you out, and then he's going to eat you.
Which, full disclosure again, at the end of this thing, there's no fog that comes in to pretend to gas. It just goes, oh, you're gas. I died, by the way. Come on.
Well, I did beat it. I did beat the room with 12 seconds to go, and I thought. I mean, I got out, so I don't know. But I thought the room, the lighting was actually getting darker.
No. Oh no, really?
Yeah, as the time was getting closer, the room was getting darker, and I thought gas was going to come out, but I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think it would be amazing if you got gassed and you knocked out and you woke up and you were home in your bed. It's like that would be. Let's step it up, basement. The puzzles.
The puzzles. So this will be interesting because they actually have 2 setups for this room.
Yeah.
So I'm not even 100% sure we actually did the same setup. But
I think it was pretty similar.
But I
I mean,
think
I
the
thought-
majority, I think it's just the answers to the puzzles are probably different between the 2.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of things with like animatronics, and there was like a laser show. Did you have that?
No.
There was not like
No,
a
there
laser.
was
No,
not a-
and there was no like robots.
No, there definitely was not robots.
No.
Are you sure you're talking about the right basement?
I went to Chuck E. Cheese. See you next time. The puzzles, actually,
the real puzzles, they were pretty good. I mean,
they're fine.
like we had to do some stuff with the computer, which I had never really done anything
Yeah,
on the computer.
Yeah, that was fun. You know what I liked about this is that there were like things just hidden, like
Yeah.
like you had to find some things
Right.
that were just hidden, and
Right.
a lot of people forget the simple joys of
Right.
like finding
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, and I think most of these puzzles were based around you had to find things rather than more like math and solving stuff. Like
Yeah,
that.
there wasn't a lot of math. There wasn't like word games. But you would like have to find
Yeah.
like words on the wall,
Right.
passwords.
Or,
and I
like,
enjoyed
there was
that.
pictures
For
of-
45
yeah,
minutes, you
right.
really need
Yeah,
really,
45 minutes compared to the 60 minutes is actually a really big deal. You don't realize how much that extra 15 minutes matters.
Because when we do these, the first 15 to 30 minutes are a lot of setup,
Yeah.
and then you're really booking through stuff in the last 30.
Right.
And when that last
Right.
30 is really only
Yeah.
15,
Right.
you really are running
Yeah.
around. And plus,
Right.
when I did this, we had 12 people, and good God, that's chaos.
Yeah, I only had 6, and I can't imagine doing it 12 people because even with 6 people, I mean, there was one part where someone was looking at something over on one wall, the complete other side of the room, and we were over in this back part trying to flip some switches, and they're yelling at us, and it was just like it was even just hard for that with 6 people trying to actually get what everyone was
Yeah.
saying. You know,
Well, you don't have good communication
Well, no,
skills.
obviously I don't.
What? This is very cohesive.
Yeah.
I would say that this is one of the better horror ones that we've
Yes,
done.
yes.
There are people in there.
Yes.
It is scary.
Yes.
It is
It's
designed
definitely-
to scare you in
Yes.
certain ways.
Yes, it is. I mean,
And the puzzles are designed around that.
Right.
Did you guys have because they printed out our Facebook
Oh,
pages
yes.
and cut our pictures?
Yeah.
That was a nice touch.
you-
Our pictures were inside the room.
You find this thing and there's all these photos in there, and
Yeah.
and at first it's just random people. Then you're like, oh wait, that's
Which somebody in our
Me.
group was a
Yeah.
kidnap victim, and it was very triggering. So that's great.
the puzzles all kind of led one to another for the most
Yeah.
part. I feel like they all work together.
I like that there are secret passages in this one
Yeah,
that
there
are
are.
very fun. Mm-hmm. They're incorporated well.
Yeah.
The actors that are in the room are incorporated
Yes.
actually very
Oh,
well.
very
into it.
well,
It's
very
not
well.
just somebody booing you.
Overall, what would you
How
give
many
this
how
room?
many severed fingers would you give this? How many gouged out eyeballs?
Severed fingers? I would do 3.5 out of 4. I think. I mean, I did really like this room. I do think I.
Did you like the boiler room better?
I think
there?
I like the boiler room a little.
Well, you
better.
can't do it anymore because
I
it's
know.
gone.
I know. But this was definitely in my top 5 rooms. for
Really,
sure.
I don't know if it's in my top 5. I would give this 3, which
Yeah.
we know for me is good.
Yep. Yep.
This was the first one I did, and it like ushered me into the world. It indoctrinated
Yeah.
me, biblically, so to speak,
Yeah.
into the realm of this nonsense
Yeah.
that we film about every
Yeah.
once in a while.
So, do you have a movie recommendation?
I do, and I have a real one
Yeah?
for a movie that I've seen this time,
What?
and it's
You've
not
seen it?
Suspiria, even though I happen to be wearing the same shirt as.
I think I may have worn this shirt before too, so it's okay.
We need to go shopping.
Yeah.
Girls trip. I recommend The Gate. I think it's from 1989. These like 12-year-old kids find a gate to hell in their basement.
Oh, whoa.
And it's
Yeah.
really, it's like everything a 12-year-old would want from a
Yeah.
horror movie. There's like little rubber monsters that
Uh-huh.
come out. It's spectacular.
All right.
Search it out.
And I was gonna say, Don't Breathe. It came out a couple years ago.
Last year.
Yeah, that scene when they're trapped in the basement with
Yeah.
all the lights off, it's just fantastic.
I will say it does have the best turkey baster full of semen shoved down somebody's throat scene since Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I mean, that's on the poster.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it for today.
Yeah, Jeff and I will be at the Comedy Store on Monday night doing some prop comedy.
Yeah.
Most of the props are just letters that I received from a pen pal in East Berlin from 1982.
It's hilarious.
No, it's not.
Okay. All right. Make sure to subscribe and like us, and we'll see you next time.
Or not.